Welcome to Happy and Healthy. I'm Nira Berry, your host, and join me as we explore and discover all the different ways that you can keep yourself feeling healthy and happy throughout your life. So I'm so impressed about all the different things that are going on in Montgomery County. There's so many different activities and fun stuff to do. And then I saw recently that the median age in Montgomery County is almost 50 years old. And I was thinking, wow, there must be a lot of stuff going on that's for that age group or older. And so I checked into it, and sure enough, there was. There was a lot of stuff and really some surprising things too. And so I want you to welcome my guest, Charlene Simpson, and she's going to tell us all about the senior center's activities, and she's a program director, program supervisor at the Benjamin Gaither Center. Thank you, Charlene, for coming today.
Thanks for having me, Nira.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I know you know so many things about what's going on at the centers, but first, just let me know a little bit about you. Can you tell the audience about yourself a little bit?
Sure. I'm Charlyn Simpson, and I am the program supervisor at the Benjamin Gaither Center in Gaithersburg. I have a Management of Aging Services degree from UMBC, and I've been with the city of Gaithersburg for about 17 years.
Wow.
And I've been in the senior centers for 12 years.
Wow. So you really know it. You've probably done everything, seen it all.
I've tried everything, and
That's amazing.
Is where it's at.
Wow, wow. So let's start off with what exactly is a senior center? Because, you know, many of us don't even know. I mean, we may have these preconceived notions, and so tell us about it.
A senior center is a place for active adults who are 55 and older, and it's full of activities, classes, trips, educational programs, just lots of fun and social activities.
Wow. Wow. And who is it for? Like, can you describe like a few types of people that might be interested in it?
Sure. Some people think a senior center is like a nursing home, and that you're going to walk in the door and see people sleeping in their chairs and walkers and stuff everywhere, but that's not the case.
Yeah.
It's for people who are active, can take care of themselves, they're mentally with it, and they want to get out and have fun and enrich their lives.
Wow. So can you describe like some of the people that you see or that might partake of it?
I mean, we see all ages. We start at 55, and I think our oldest member, we just got a new one who's 98. So we cover 43 years right there of ages and activities.
And it's really for the active adult, right?
Right.
Yeah, and because, you know, there really is a misconception. A lot of times people think, oh, it's like a nursing home or you know, or as you mentioned, like wheelchairs or people snoozing.
Senior has a bad reputation today. There's a lot of ageism out there.
Yeah, exactly.
But unfortunately, you know, older adults are stuck with the senior label for at least now.
Yeah, yeah. I know we should like think about it using a different name or something. Yeah. But I know I've been in there, and I was so surprised at like how vibrant it is, and just all the activity. It's like hustling and bustling all around, and you know, I bet you like, you know, when you come in, you're probably like really surprised when you first started, at least at all the different offerings.
People are always surprised when they walk in. They go, "This is a senior center. When can I join?"
Wow.
And we say, "Not until you're 55." Yeah, it's fun. But the buildings have a lot of new, not all the buildings are new, but there's a lot of new, beautiful buildings, excellent state-of-the-art equipment. And there definitely is an energy when you walk into a senior center. It is. It's full of activities.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, what kind of activities are there, and you know, what do people like to use?
I can go on all day about the activities. There's so many. I mean, it starts from arts all the way down to Z for Zumba. We have exercise classes, you name it, we've probably got that kind of exercise class. We have music lessons, language lessons, educational speakers.
Wow.
There's trip programs in many of the centers. People go on day trips.
What kind of trips?
My center, we do day trips to D.C., Baltimore. We go to plays, art exhibits.
Wow.
We took them indoor skydiving. We've gone horseback riding.
Wow.
Yeah, lots of fun stuff.
So how like you drive them in a, you know, in some kind of van or a bus?
If it's the trip for you, you sign up and we take you from door to door. So we pick you up in our bus at the center and take you right to the door of wherever our trip is, which is great for touring museums down in DC.
That sounds amazing. Yeah. So it's like a full day trip, and and you said like there's art activities as well?
We have watercolor classes. Some centers have pottery, drawing, all kinds of art. We have crochet, quilting, knitting, embroidery. You can go on and on. Photography.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned that some of them are like the groups, like like crocheting or some of those type of artsy classes that maybe people haven't done before, but then they kind of make like a network of friends when they're doing it.
I mean, it's like the old-fashioned traditional sewing circle, but you come if it's something you like or if it's something that you want to learn. And the groups, they're just so nice. They get to know each other. They teach you new techniques, and the next thing you know, you have a group of friends and you're working on a project.
Yeah. That's what's so nice about these centers, is that it really is like a community. From what I observed, that people come in and they know each other, right?
To me, that's the best part. It's almost like a family. You really get to know each other. You really get to meet people from all different walks of life. And, you make new friends.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't help yourself. You make new friends.
That's so nice. And people can just come. Do they have to pre-register, or can they just drop in?
That differs from center to center. Some centers, there's a membership fee. Other ones, there's not a membership fee. But I think every center wants emergency contact information and your name, address, all of that information. But definitely check, stop by one and check it out. Most of them will say, spend the day here for free and see what we've got to offer.
Yeah. So I bet you that you've observed, some people coming in maybe for the first time, and then seeing them really take into all the different activities and really blossom. And do you know of somebody like that, or can you give me an example of somebody like that?
I've seen a lot of people, they come in for their first time and they're nervous. It's like any new group. You don't know anybody, so you're like, oh, what do I do? And people say, oh, come over here, meet with us. We're nice people, and people show you around. And if you keep coming for a couple of weeks, you're going to make friends, fast friends. Yeah. And then you'll have people to do activities with.
But I remember that you had mentioned to me about like a marathon runner or somebody that came in and wasn't doing an activity and then became that.
Yeah, we've had people come in and we do educational talks. And one of my friends, Jay, he saw someone giving an educational talk with a PowerPoint presentation, and he said, I can do that. I would like to do that. The next thing we know, he's researching topics, and he gives every other month he gives a new talk. He just gave one on Pompeii and ancient Rome, and he takes special pride in embedding video and music into his PowerPoint presentations. So it's fun that his friends come and watch the presentation, and everybody learns something new about a new topic.
Yeah. And I'm sure that that people also start, taking something that they've never done before and learn new skills. And have you seen that in action?
I've seen people come in and they say, I want to learn how to crochet, or my grandmother showed me 50 years ago and I don't remember how to do it. So they'll come in and learn how to do something like that. Even with pottery, people come in and learn how to throw a bowl and sculpt a sculpture. And how to fire it.
Wow. So it's really like if if you come in there and it's almost like it almost seems like it's impossible to find something that'll strike your fancy, or something that connects to you in some way, like you said, like whether or not it's art or exercise or even do people come there just to eat lunch? Like, do you offer lunch?
Many of the centers, if not all of the centers, offer a lunch program, and it's sponsored through the Federal Nutrition Grant in Montgomery County. So people come in and just eat lunch. So they come in, get a hot, nutritious meal. If they're 60 or older, they can do it for a donation. A lot of people I've seen, they'll come in and they're like, I'm just going to eat lunch. I don't want to join the center.
Yeah, because it's like they have this preconceived notion, right?
And then after they've ate lunch, one couple ate lunch one day and joined the very next day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so.
And are there like a lot of couples or people that come in together with friends, or just individuals?
We get all. We get individuals, couples, sisters, mother-daughters, neighbors.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, people
like
who know no
daughters.
one, so it works.
And it's such a great way to meet people, and especially like over lunch, you know, that if other people don't know people.
It's a great way to get to know people, sharing food together.
Yeah.
It really is. Even people who don't eat our lunch bring their own lunch. And so everybody sits down at noon in our center and has lunch together every day, and it's really nice.
Yeah. Wow. Wow, that is really nice. You know, I imagine that a lot of people who come in there then eventually end up, you know, coming back for more, and so that's really the ticket in. So, you know, hopefully there's good food at most of these places.
Yeah, and like I said, I've been in the senior center for 12 years, and I've known people for 12 years. They've been there all these years, and you know, we just get to know each other, and we're part of each other's lives. So it's really nice way to connect.
Yeah, I bet you probably get to know, like, even like if they bring in their friends or their family members, and just like through the years, you know, you get to know them. And have you seen, like, you know, like, I know, like you said, you started at this particular center how many years ago?
I want to say 12, but it might have been 14. Yeah. All the years start to run together after a while.
So were there like some people that maybe you knew that it started like back then, and then have continued through the years?
Yeah, I know quite a few people like that.
Yeah. And so they're like, you know, really part of your family. You know, when you see them, how often do most people come?
That differs. It just depends on the person. A senior center really is for, you kind of pick and choose how you want to use it. So we have people that come Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or only Tuesday, Thursday, or only one day a week, or some just come in for a specific activity, like a trip or something like that.
Yeah.
So we always say, oh, these are our trip goers, these are our exercise people. Like, people kind of fall into categories.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. And also, when you offer, like, I know you offer like fine jewelry making and all these interesting things. Are those ongoing, like throughout the year, or is it like a semester? You start, you finish, and then, you know, there's a break, and then you start and finish again. Like,
that'll depend on the center, but I would think most classes like that, like at my center, would run kind of session by session.
Yeah.
So maybe if you're traveling and you didn't want to sign up for a session, you could take, you know, that time off and go travel and then come back and take the next set of classes.
Yeah.
And then there's other things like the crocheting, quilting groups. They meet weekly throughout the year. Maybe take off the holidays or...
So Charlyn, thank you so much for all the great information so far, but we're going to take a little break. Thank you so much for being here with Happy and Healthy. I'm Nira Berry, your host, and we'll be right back.
Hart, what's going on?
I'm leaving.
Why? What did I do?
Not enough. You constantly ignore me. You barely eat anything healthy. You're half as active as you used to be. The pressure is just too much. I quit.
Okay, I get it. I'll do better. Just, please, don't leave.
Okay. But remember, if I go, you go.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Hi, I'm Nira Berry, host of the Happy and Healthy Show, and we're talking with Charlene Simpson. Welcome back, Charlene, to our show, and we're talking all about all the wonderful activities in Montgomery County that seniors can partake in senior centers. And so I really wanted to know, like, why is it important to have these senior centers?
Senior centers are important. It's scientifically proven that people who attend senior centers have a better quality of life. They live longer. They have better social connections.
Wow, they live longer?
Live longer, and they're healthier.
Wow.
That's why senior centers are so important. And you want to get involved in one before you're too old to really reap the benefits of a senior center.
Yeah, because it's really for like active adults, as you were saying. And also to keep your mind going, right?
Exactly, and it exposes you to all the programs and things that are out there, all the support network that's available for seniors. So you want to know about things before you need them.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, could really further your knowledge of like any, sounds like about just any topic you have an interest in, you know?
Pretty much. And if they don't have it, they'll probably get it if you ask
Oh,
for
wow.
it.
That's
We're
amazing.
always looking for new programs, new ideas.
That's amazing. So like who needs to go to university? You can just do it all through the centers. That's, if you have an interest in a topic. That's amazing. Wow. And you know what I've noticed also is that, you know, when I've walked into the centers and how diverse the population is there, right?
Yeah, Montgomery County is one of the most diverse counties in the nation, if not the most diverse county in the nation.
Wow.
And it's definitely represented in our senior centers. It's a big melting pot. So you can walk in there and you meet people from all over the world and you learn about different cultures, and it's amazing how much people have in common no matter where they're from.
Wow. Yeah, you know, that's such a good point, you know, because people really get exposed to people from all over there, and they, you know, they do activities together or eat together, and it's really wonderful to be exposed to all these different cultures. So how many centers are there anyway?
In Montgomery County, there are 6 county-run senior centers, but Montgomery County also has 3 cities, Rockville, City of Gaithersburg, and Tacoma Park, and they each have their own center.
Wow.
And then there's many, many, many senior programs which meet 1 to 2 days a week all over the county.
Wow. And so can people go to any of these centers?
People are welcome in any center, no matter where you live. So.
Wow.
And
they could just drop in, right?
I work in Gaithersburg, so we have members from Silver Spring, Frederick County, from all over.
Wow, that's a really wide range.
It is. You want to find the senior center that fits for you, because they're not all the same. So if you go to one, you go, it's not for me, check out another one. They all have a different personality and a different
vibe.
feel. Exactly.
Yeah, and it sounds like there's just so many different things to do that if you're like not participating in it, like, you know, what are you doing, you know? You're sitting on the couch, you know, like, so, you know, tell me if you can about like maybe some of the more unique programs that that would really surprise people or might interest people.
Some centers have woodworking workshops.
Fun.
Yeah, I think that's pretty unique. The fitness programs, I don't know if we've talked much about those, but every center has a ton of fitness programs. They're the #1 program at our center, and we're talking classes like yoga, Zumba, weight training, flexible strength, you know, stretching classes. It's amazing. And the people who participate, they come and say, I've never exercised before, or I never was dedicated like I am now. And they feel better than they did in their 40s and 50s.
Wow. I think you'd mentioned before in our conversation that that you had seen like somebody really transform.
I know one lady, Mina, she lost a ton of weight. She likes to show off her muscles now. I know another man, Dan, he started running and training for 5Ks, and he's winning his age bracket.
Wow.
Yeah, he never ran before.
So that's amazing. So that's like somebody that comes in and has never run before and now is winning races in their, wow.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
It's inspiring.
It is inspiring, yeah. And especially if people can really transform their lives, and you know, people are really being more and more active and have a lot of interest in that, you know, more and more, and that's wonderful. And so, you know, somebody can just join any of these fitness classes. They don't need to be fit already, do they?
No, the fitness classes, every center has at least one that's for all fitness levels, from beginner and on up. And a lot of the classes can be adapted to your fitness level. Yeah. So I would definitely talk to someone at the center and see which class is good for beginners. Check with your doctor, of course, first.
Yeah.
Start there and then work your way up.
Yeah. So. And I know that they also have personal training options available at the centers. I mean, who knew all that stuff?
Yeah, they have personal training, small group personal training. There are state-of-the-art fitness centers at many of our centers. So it's definitely something to take advantage of.
Wow, that is really cool. That is really cool. And why is it particularly important for seniors to, you know, to maybe partake in all this?
Well, the social aspect, I just can't say enough about that. Because you have to be social, you have to be with people. And if you don't use it, you lose it, Nira. So you need to get out there, get moving.
That's really great. I think you should repeat that, because that's so important.
You don't use it, you lose it, Nira.
Yes, yes. You know, it's like we hear it all the time, but it's so true, right?
Yeah, if you're not socializing with people, you get out of practice, and then you start, you know, kind of turning into a hermit. You don't want to get out.
Yeah.
If you're not walking and moving and exercising, if you're not moving those muscles, then you're not going to be able to do it.
You gotta move it, right? You know, to keep doing it, you gotta move it, and yeah, and it's so true. I love what you said.
If you don't use it, you lose it, Nira.
And so you tell people as they come in, like, you know, that they're like don't know if they want to use it or not, and you know, to use some of the equipment, and it's a good thing to tell them, right?
Yeah, sometimes you need encouragement, and it's hard going to a new place and meeting new people. Yeah. Especially where everyone gets to know each other so well, and it seems like a family. But the centers are very welcoming, and like any new activity, you got to try it for a couple of weeks, and you'll love it.
Yeah. So, people don't have to be fit when they come in, you know, to do it. They can be shown how to use everything and really transform their lives. That's what it really sounds like. And especially for seniors, you know, and it's and I know, like as you mentioned before, like it's never too late, right?
It's never too late.
Never too late to add a fitness routine to your life and to, you know, get yourself moving.
It's never too late.
Yeah, you know, you can go from couch potato to running races.
I know, it's amazing.
Wow, that is really interesting. And I know you also mentioned that it also boosts your mood and your feelings of well-being, right?
It does.
So that can really affect, I know, like your whole family life and and all those things all over, you know, that in your community or whoever you're connected with, if you're feeling better or more active. So tell me again, what times do they open?
Most of the centers are open Monday through Friday, I would say from 8:30 to 4, but that definitely varies from center to center. A lot of them have extended hours in the evening. Some of them are open on the weekends. So you would want to check with your local senior center or find one, again, that fits your schedule.
Yeah. And some of the centers have fees and, you know, for different things. Is that it?
Some of them are free and some of them have a nominal membership fee.
And so wrapping up, Charlene, can you tell me, like, where we can find out more information about the centers?
I think the best bet, since some of them are city run and some are county run, would be to call 311 and find out about the center that's closest to you.
That's easy. And is there like a website, Montgomery County?
You can check out Montgomery County, md.gov, or just Google Senior Center in your local area.
Yeah, and do you want to give your contact info if somebody wants to find out directly?
Oh yeah, if you want to ask me directly, you can email me at Charlyn, CHARLYN.Simpson, SIMPSON, at gaithersburgmd.gov.
Okay, great. And do you have like any final tips, you know, any important information or anything that people should know about?
Well, one thing I want to talk about is May is Older Americans Month. So May is a perfect month to get out there and check out your local senior center.
Right, and you have Expo, right?
Yeah, we have our Active Aging Expo. This year it's on May 8th, but every year in May we have the Active Aging Expo. And it's just a fun day to check out all the services and activities available. And we have people from all across the county coming to present and give educational talks and demonstrations.
That's great. So like every May you have this wonderful expo. That's great. And if you were going to take a class, which one would you take?
Well, besides all the great fitness classes, I do want to learn how to crochet. That's one thing my great-grandmother taught me, and I forgot how to do it. So if you don't use it, you lose it. So I gotta try it.
Oh, that's great. Well, I thank you so much, Charlene, for being my guest today and really giving us so much wonderful information about senior centers and getting rid of all those misconceptions and just telling us about all the amazing things. I really appreciate it. And so thank you, Charlene, from she's the program supervisor at the Benjamin Gaither Center, and you've really given us a lot of information and motivation to really get out there.
Thank you, Nira. It's been my pleasure.
Thank you so much. So we're just going to take a break, and I'm Nira Berry, your host of Happy and Healthy.
got a job to do today.
I've got a job to do today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in your community.
Feels good to start fresh, right?
Sure does.
And like that, you're a job creator.
Hi, I'm Nira Berry, your host of Happy and Healthy. And now I'm going to talk to you about something really good to know. So, you ready? So let me ask you a personal question. Yeah, just think about it. How are you feeling right now? Like, do a mental inventory and really think, like, how are you really feeling? How does it feel inside? Are you feeling elated? Are you feeling happy? Or are you feeling stressed or maybe a little tense? Just think about it. How are you really feeling? And I know that, being a life coach, I really come across a lot of people that are dealing with stress and stress management, and maybe not long term, or could just be stress having to do with a certain situation. And so I've got the solution for you. So really, this is something I've been using for years, and I know it really works, and that's laughter. And some of you may think like, oh yeah, I laugh all the time. Like, I tell jokes, I hear jokes, I laugh, yeah. But really, when somebody tells you a joke, like, how long do you laugh? Like, think about it. Like, somebody tells you a joke, you go, ha, 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 ha. So that's just like a few seconds, right? But if you really want to get over like a stressful situation, or really help you cope with life, or maybe even boost your happiness, laughter is really the ticket. And you think like, wow, how many jokes can I hear? Or how many joke books can I read? And so what I want to tell you is that laughter can be brought on even just if you feel like laughing for no reason. You don't have to laugh if you hear a joke. You can laugh just for the fun of it. And it's called fake laughter, it's called laughter yoga, or it's called intentional laughter, or even laughter therapy. And all you have to do is just laugh. And it's really simple because we're all built to do it. And so think about maybe a stressful situation. Like maybe you were in traffic today and you felt a little, so just pretend that you got your hands on the steering wheel and you're sitting in the car and you really want to just like get out of that traffic, but there's nothing you can do. But there is something that you can do. You can just laugh. And so just put your hands on the steering wheel and just laugh it off. And I know it's fake, but you can do it. So let's try it and go, Didn't that feel great? I know that felt really great. And so just keep doing it longer and longer and longer, and you'll know that you'll be feeling better. And it's scientifically proven to boost your immune system, reduce the stress hormone, and really boost your happy hormones. And so I thank you so much for listening to Good to Know. I'm Nira Berry, host of Happy and Healthy. And if you have any more wonderful ideas for any future shows, feel free to contact us here at the station. And I'd love to see you feeling happy and healthy.